say I'm crazy all the time. Doing what I'm doing. Well, they give me all kinds of warnings to save me from ruin. How's it going? Happy Tuesday. When I say that I'm okay, well, they look at me kind of strange. Surely you're not happy, no, you no longer play the game. People say I'm lazy, I'm dreaming my life away. That ain't so bad. Well, they give me all kinds of advice designed to enlighten me. Come on in, welcome in. When I tell them that I'm doing fine, watching shadows on the wall. Hello, welcome in. Hello, Edwin. No long. Amy, welcome in. Hello, hello. Thank you for showing up. I'm just sitting here watching the wheels go round and round. I really love to watch them roll. Roll with me, baby. No longer riding on the merry-go-round. Ow! Welcome in. I just have to let it go. Good Lord, no why, you know, John, good old John Lennon. Miss that man, huh? Wonder what he'd have to say.
People asking questions.
Yes, lost in confusion. Yes, John Lennon. I remember where I was. There we go. Only solutions. Shook the heads and they looked at me as if I lost my mind. I told them there's no hurry, I'm just sitting here doing time. Thank you, thank you. Sitting here time and making some art. Thank you for the gifts, thank you. Sunrise, sunset, thank you. I really love to watch them roll. No longer riding on the merry-go-round. Thank you, come on in, hi, thanks. Warm and fuzzy. I just have to let it go. Let's let it go. Woo, thank you. Sunrise, sunset. Welcome to the team. I just have to let it go. Yeah. Let it go. Big finish. Woo! Alrighty. Alrighty. Alright, so now I have a TikTok shop, and so I have a business account. I'm really not supposed to listen to stuff that's like copyrighted and all that, because you know the game. So that was that. We're just gonna welcome us in with that yummy, warm John Lennon goodness. Oh, hang on a second. Hang on. I got something. Hang on. Ah. Yes, I'm sitting on the floor. Welcome, John. I got them all. The big toes. Look, they're trying to put the flowers on his face. That's freaking awesome. Anyway. Anyway, little John Lennon for our opening theme going on here. I am Mandala Fly. If you are just joining me, and maybe you've been here before, but if you are just joining me, I have been going live here. Thank you, that blanket. This is my art, guys. This here, right here. This is a blanket that has a piece of my art on it. So, working on getting those back up, getting those into our, thank you so much. I appreciate that a lot. These are the Eagle River tree and wood spirits. I was up at a camping trip up by Crater Lake because I live in Oregon and it's amazing here. And I was on a camping trip, and the way that I do the paintings and drawings, thank you. The way that I do these drawings is I lay down there we go. I'll give you an idea. I lay down a field of color with my hands, basically drum it onto the paper. And then there you see her little, oh, I love this one. Oh, this and this and this. Where are we at? It's busy. This is my brain on blankets. Thank you so much for the support. Oh my gosh, I can totally use the support. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. And I lay down the color, and that's what I'm going to do during this session. If you've seen my page or if you checked out my profile, you might see these clippets from these lives. And what I'm doing is scrying. So I go in and lay down this color. I've been doing in pastels. Yeah, actually I do sell them. I don't have that one on my TikTok shop because I haven't been able to do my because I haven't been able to get that one in yet. I have it on another platform that I'm not using here. So if you want to message me, I can give you the link for that. So yeah, I do. Thank you. Okay, yeah, check it out. I will, like I said, just message me and I will send it to you. I haven't had that one out in a while, so thank you. I appreciate that a lot. These are my babies. My babies. So I have always seen, like, I have that paranoia where you see faces and everything. And it's been my whole life. And I'm very much a cloud watcher and a dreamer and schemer and artist. Been an artist a long time. I started doing mandalas based on people's astrology years ago, in the early 2000s. Yeah, you're one of me, one of us. Come on in, Sunset. With a name like Sunrise, Sunset, I assume that you watch some clouds. And so doing these drawings, I made a line of zodiac mandalas, one for each sign, but I also do them specifically for people. So I started that in the 2001 and have been doing them ever since. And so I have a extensive learning. It's such a learning thing with astrology, because when I do it, I'm looking into the person's birthday. I tell you your Western astrology, your Eastern astrology, your Vedic astrology, your angel birth path number, key tarot card. There's a little reading that goes with it. And that's where I developed all of this memory bank of information like that. So I've been an astrologer for almost 40 years. I've been a Reiki master for close to 30 years. Hopefully I'm older than I look. I've been around for a minute. My birthday's next month, and it's one of these, and I'm just going to let you guess which one. I'm not telling. But yeah. Oh, thank you. The energy brought you here. Awesome. Thank you. I am my tribe, my people. And I welcome. I welcome people on any level of their path, wherever you are. If you've started, if you've been doing it for a while, if you are interested in knowing more, this is really a lot about just sharing, because I learned from some amazing teachers. I've learned from many different walks of, different traditions. I'm fascinated by religion. I have been since I was little. I lived on a street. I grew up in Wisconsin. Can you tell? And I lived 26. Is that my birthday? Yeah. Yeah, my 26th birthday is coming right up. My day is actually I was born on New Year's Eve, y'all. So, I grew up in Wisconsin, and I grew up in a Catholic family. For the most part, my grandmother was, and we went to Catholic. I went to Catholic, early in my career, but then we started going to all these different churches, and there were 2 churches on my street, and I used to go to Bible study, and I used to I was just I don't know, fascinated by, I don't know, Jesus stickers and shit. And also fascinated by, I really think it was the symbolism and the ritual and all of that, like from way early on. And then, it kind of got away. I wouldn't call myself religious as much as just fascinated by faith and belief and how people believe. And I don't think one is any better than the other. I think that we all, as long as we're walking in faith and care and reverence for this life that we get to live, that, whatever's driving you, do it. Be nice. Just be nice. And so, yeah, thank you. Thank you, Sunrise. I thank you for the interaction too. I totally appreciate you for being here. And I'm looking forward to checking in more on your profile. Getting to know you, getting to know all about you. Oh, did I say I wasn't going to sing anymore? No promises. Thank you. So I was thinking when I was getting ready to come on tonight, because a lot of times, this all started on Tuesday nights as Teeny Tiny Tarot a long time ago when I first started getting on video, because video was hard for me. I some self-esteem stuff, I suppose. I always thought I was a little funny looking. I was very self-conscious because when I was growing up, I had a really crooked smile, and I like this kind of, and I'm ADHD, and I didn't know that I was autistic. Now I know that my mom, definitely autistic, oh my gosh, and very misdiagnosed, misdiagnosed. So a lot of where my stuff comes from is from overcoming being self-conscious, overcoming that fear of being seen, and recognizing that we all have something to contribute, that we're all, we all have these amazing talents, and they may be different, and they are different because that's what makes the world go round, and I want to celebrate that. Another thing that was coming up tonight, thank you for all the hearts. Thank you for the support. I really appreciate hardcore. This is still pretty new for me as far as how long I've been going live. So this also is like boost me. Yes, individual souls in a collective soup. We all started. We all are part of the whole. And I heard a thing one time, and I love this, and I hope this sticks with you too. It's, we are all one. We came here separately so we could be friends. And I think that one's really cool. I also think about it in terms of like weather. Like here we are, like there's this big cloud up here, and it's got all this rain in it, and it's just this big bank of moisture. So that's like this big bank of souls, and then the rain comes down in like blah, 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 in individual droplets, and they all get to be individuals for a minute. We are all individuals. And then yes, we come down into this puddle, into this lake, into this ocean that is this ball of planet of water. And, we're another collective series right here. And yes, and in time we find each other once again. Yes, couldn't have said it better myself. Thank you. And here we are. We've manifested these bodies. We've manifested this place and time and agreement that we could be here together to do this deep work on a physical plane. So we've got this amazing planet that we're not just on, we are within, and we are throughout, and she is throughout us. I mean, get more clear. We're all made out of the same stardust. So, one of the things that was coming up today, in light of everything that's going on, I will tell you that I have several day jobs because who can survive anymore. This is not my full-time gig, although I am working on it. And a couple of the things that I do are very public facing, and one of which is I'm a supplement rep, and I literally stand and do demos of these supplements all day long. And recently, one of the things I would have to say is that the collective, I wish I could do, like I've always joked that I was going to do, live collective readings from the place that I work, which is a very large, familiar warehouse. The place that I work, and do the collective report. And what I've seen is just kind of shock from everyone, not just who's on one side or the other, just kind of a sense of whoa, and I don't think that's just because of, the politics. I don't want to get into that. I think that that's just, we are shifting big time. We're ready to, we're getting all these solar flares. Holy man, we just got an X9 solar flare, like in the last 24 hours. I'm going to knock some shit out. And also, we've got Pluto moving into Aquarius. Now, as a Capricorn, I can tell you, bye-bye, Pluto. Thank you. Don't let the door hit you. The solar flares wipe you out. Yeah, it's a big electrical charge, and we are electrical beings. If we didn't have energy when we don't have energy running through us, we know. When I first started practicing Reiki, people would say, "Oh, that's so weird," energy, blah blah blah, and it's like, well, how do you know that you have life force energy? Are you breathing? There it is. And do you have? Can you feel? There it is. And all that. So the disturbances in the forest, these like boom, 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 big blasts that happen, that have been happening, yes, that's wiping us out. Yes, that's disturbing the forest. Other things, the things that we're doing on the planet are definitely, whether it's by design or not, maybe one of the things that I like to pray, that I hope, is that we're not as calculated as we keep hearing, oh, they're all trying to kill us. Everybody's trying to kill us. I think we're just kind of stupid in many ways. Like, oh, we didn't know that if we strung electrical wires all the way around the planet and then, put all this space junk around it, and that it was going to affect the electrical field of freaking everything. And here we are trying to figure out how to unscrew the light bulbs, I suppose. I really think that the reason that we are so scattered is that we aren't plugged in. We're not grounded. We're on the planet, but we are not, connecting with and stabilizing. And I do believe that as energy healers in particular, as awakened, or I don't like that word, as people who recognize the power of this humanity, as people who recognize that we're visitors here, but we are also of here, made of this place. Yes, remember that as we wake up to our power and our responsibility, as we allow ourselves to be more responsible, we also remember how to fine tune, and we're learning again, because it's not the first time we've been incarnated as a group of souls. If you want to talk about Atlantis and Myrrh and all of those other places where people taught, back in the day, Egypt, the Egyptian society, all of that. Awakened beings knew how to, and Jesus and the Buddha and all of those beings that know how to run the energy. Yes, home. This home. Oh. Oh. Know where, when we get back online, when we connect with our own energy body and we empower ourselves, each other, and we influence each other. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. We empower each other. By being confident, by being strong, by being stable. All this instability, all of this chaos coming from all of these unregulated emotions, all of this trapped energy, all of this fear, all of this, past trauma that doesn't just come from this lifetime, that's coming from lifetime after lifetime after lifetime. I was actually looking because it was Veterans Day and I was thinking about, the wars and things, and today would have been my grandfather's 108th birthday. Here he is. This man, he was a World War II tank mechanic, and he was an amazing human being. He helped raise me and my sisters. And I was thinking about, his life and him having to go to war. And before that, people having to go to war. And he was born into war, and we've been born into war. Hello, thank you. Grandpa says hi. This is Grandpa Earl the Pearl. They call him Earl the Pearl. He used to fix everything. Where I grew up in Wisconsin, he was the guy that everybody came to from Chicago, from Milwaukee, from all the way around, and got boats fixed. And he shared his wisdom, and he was the kindest human. And I know I get a lot of, I learned a lot from that. But anyway, thinking about how many wars we've been in and how many other crazy conflicts we keep getting into, and how that is tied to, we want what each other has. But when we realize that we have enough, we're right here where we belong. We have enough. Maybe we don't, I always want, I could use a little more money. Yeah, I could use a little more time. Yeah, I could use a little more, patience sometimes. But when we recognize that we're always in the right place at the right time, that we always have what we need, and we start thinking in terms of not how can I get what that other person has, but how can I achieve that for and with myself, as well as share the information with each other, so that we're not all just surviving and scraping by and knocking on stealing from each other because all that. But we are actually empowered to live our greatest desires. I don't even know where I'm going with that. You get what I'm saying? Empower. We need to feel the power. And that power is energy. That power is electricity. That power is Standing Bear. What's up, girl? When we've got that electrical circuit. So on that note, the biggest thing, we've got a toroid magnetic energy field that is our own. And when we're unstable, when we are, and basically feel like the chakras, I know that. Speaking of watching the wheels, which is what we were listening to when I came on, each one of our chakras, if you think about that like a dial, like a volume, dial, you're like, okay, I need to give out, I'm going to give out more about that, like a dial, like a volume dial, you're like, okay, I need to give out, I'm going to give out more love. Open that heart chakra, just send that, here you go, bam, 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 I'm sending those hearts right back at you. Boop, 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 boop. Yes, Merkaba, the toroid magnetic energy field, and our Merkaba and our birthright, the Merkaba, oh goodness, get me started. The toroid magnetic energy field, that central channel that runs up through you, comes out the top of your head, pours that energy down around you like a fountain back into the earth and back up through the center of the pie stone. Recognize that. Boop. sending that energy down back up through and continuing to make that magnetic field be powerful, be and be impermeable, just like the Earth's magnetic field shields us from those solar flares and those solar rays and the solar wind and all of that. Our magnetic field does the same thing. It shields us from each other's energy. It shields us, but it's also semi-permeable. So we're inside of this bubble. And when we meet another person, they might overlap. And we're sharing and exchanging all this information and this energy. We're also sharing information from the sound that our wheels make, that, that's going to be spinning. It's going to make, there's a tone that each one of those makes. There's a 432 hertz. There's 736 hertz, the different frequencies that those energies make. I didn't know I was going into all this. Thank you. Thank you for bearing with me. But, like that whole toroid magnetic energy field makes a hum, makes a tone, and that's how we attract each other. So are we harmonizing? When we're harmonizing with each other and we're getting along nicely, or there's a dissonance, and maybe that dissonance is what we need to shake us up and out of our, stagnant energy or what have you. But we're always working on each other. So as we each get more and more in a clear tone, in a clear tune, we're going to have to rub each other the wrong way less and less. That's the work. That's the work. And when you also are in alignment and in tune and toned, that shit's gonna, you recognize this is the collective dream, and I'm in it, and I made some agreement to be here during whatever it is that's happening at the time. And my job at this time, my personal job, our job as a collective, is to figure it out. How do we stop being so irritated? I mean, like, everybody's irritated. And, everybody's like finding ways. I was just reading a statistic about the number one, thing that is driving social media, and young women in particular are getting hits on from social media, is when they are down and out and when they feel bad and they're on social media and they're like, it's terrible and everything's falling apart and it's awful, and everybody gets on and goes, oh, it's gonna be okay, and it's just an actual like circus show. It starts to be, and I'm sorry, I have all kinds of empathy for the hard times. But it's not even rewarding people for that behavior, but it is a symptom of our imbalance and our inability to manage our emotional energies. We're not taught, and we're working on it. You need to get some rest. Are you checking out? Or need to get some rest because people are irritated. Thank you. Yeah, check in every Tuesday, or I'm going to go on, I just go on kind of randomly other than Tuesday. So thank you. I appreciate all your support. Thank you for saying hi, and thank you for all of the hearts and love that you've shown me. Thank you. And yeah, if you want to know more about blankets or whatever, my website is in my bio, and there's stuff on there too. So thank you. Thank you for sharing your energy as well. Appreciate it. So anyway, I'm going to, with all of that being said, the actual thing that I was thinking of coming on about was going to talk about how, I'm part of an invader species, that we're an invader species here. And, how we can learn how to really like understand this planet. If we came here and we're strangers and we haven't figured out how to do that, then what do we need to do? So I was going to ask the guides about that, but I do feel like maybe tonight it's a little more about that energy, about the energy field and the tones. So I'm going to go into that. I'm going to do that meditation or that kind of energy for the drawing, and I will post that too. So thank you, Sunrise, Sunset. I will post, some of the snippets from this, so you'll be able to see the drawing too. So thank you for drawing. Thank you for joining me. Yeah. So that was a lot. If you're just joining me, that was a lot. My whole thing tonight, I started with the song Watching the Wheels by John Lennon. And the thing that's been coming up in my thought process all week or for the last forever has everything to do with there are no problems, only solutions. And that line from that song, only solutions. And we are the solutions. We are the best. We are here to create solutions, and we are here to exhibit the solutions. And I'm really trying to be a part of the solution and not more of a problem. So I have definitely caused some problems. But only when necessary, right? All right. So other than that, since it all came up, the wheels come up, the chakras came up, the toroid magnetic energy field came up, I'm going to go into this drawing tonight with that energy in mind. I'm also going to pull a card because that's part of the game. Do, 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 do. Shake, shake, shake. So this is my Earth Warriors Oracle deck. Gonna see what the energy of the intentions want us to focus on. Ooh, bleep, bloop. Ooh. Yeah, okay. Wow, okay, so hang on a second. This shirt with the sparkle heart on it. What card I pulled? There are no accidents. Ah, love it. With all that orange and everything. And then look at all those wheels around her. Look at that. There's the toroid magnetic energy field. There's the central channel, the Shushumna coming through. Yeah. She's my spirit animal. Oh my gosh. Stick around, kids. So Nana Buluku, she rests to create. Word. And really that's a very important thing. And I think that it's something that's highly underrated in our world. I always joke that I was put up a year in school. I was in kindergarten and I had a really high reading level and la la la. So they tested me and they put me into first grade, and I missed a bunch of naps. Jerks. And so making up for lost time, I learned how to nap real good. But rests in order to create. It really does take that empty space, that space between, in order for the thoughts, for the energies to come through. That's why meditation is so important. That's why solitude is so important. And we, here I am in my room alone with all y'all. And thankfully able to create. But solitude, going to the place between thoughts, going to the places between where we just shut up and work. I did a piece that's over on the wall years ago, and I was actually altered. And I was doing these mosaics, and they were I am show and tell. Hang on. If anybody's even watching, I don't know. I could be talking to no one. I see one person up in the room. All right, so I was doing these mosaics like this, and so I do ceramics. So if you look at my page, you'll see some ceramic art, and I was making these little figures, and when they weren't working out, if they broke, or I would just, I don't know, if I didn't like them so much, I would break them and then make mosaics out of them. So these guys are see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. And it says how to be an artist in 3 easy steps. Now, mind you, I did this like 30 years ago. How to be an artist in 3 easy steps. Step 1 is forget money exists. So you're not worried about the money about it. You're just going to make art. 2, listen to your inner voice. So, closing out all of those thoughts and, invasive other things going on. And 3, shut up and work. Because, we do a lot of talking. And I've done a lot of talking tonight and have not gotten to any of the work. So let's go there. Let's go there and do that now. All right, who's with me? Who's still with me? Hi, Terry. Hi, welcome in. So that has been my philosophy for a long time is, like I said, just don't worry about what you don't have. Worry about what you do, think about what it is you have. What can you create with? If you want to create something in the world, you can start with what you have now, no matter what it is. And I'm not talking about just art form. I'm just talking about, getting started on your plan. Maybe you only have a pen and paper. Write down your ideas. So forgetting about, the things that you don't have, start thinking about what you do have. Number 2, really a lot of things talk about if you have a plan and you are working on something, don't tell everybody. Don't share, what do they say? Don't share your pearls with swine or whatever. Really has everything to do with keeping that sacred. Because so many people who also are maybe you've been a stuck creative for a long time, or maybe you've been just stuck recently, you got your little writer's block or what have you, and you're like, hey, blah, 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 what do you think of this? What do you think of that? And you will hear, you can't make money at art. What are you doing there? Get a day job. Keep your day job. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, Sky Eyes! Woohoo! Hello, Salty! So we shut down our creativity because we, everybody's going to convince us, or we're going to find the people to convince us that it doesn't matter, when in actuality it does. It's the thing you came here for. So listen to your inner voice. Forget about what you don't have. Focus on what you do have. Listen to your inner voice. And then 3, shut up and work. Do the work. Dang it. If I can spend 8 hours a day standing behind a table talking to people about something that, I do like it as supplements, helping people get healthy, that's one thing. If I can spend 8 hours a day doing that for somebody else, I can certainly spend an hour or an hour and a half on TikTok hanging out with people who, want to chat about art and spirituality and channeling and all of that. So, nah. So there we are. Oh, I just shuffled it back into the deck, but I wanted to show you guys the card. Or did I? No, I didn't. I put it up on the thing. So earlier I was laughing. I pulled the card for the day, and yeah, you got to see this because, okay, here we go. We've got the orange and purple whatever heart with little sparkles. Look at the card I pulled. Bam! With her heart. Ah, ha, 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 ha. Well, she's my spirit animal. Anyway, Nana Baluku. Rest to create. Sky Dies. So great to see you here. I was also, we got off on the tangent, I guess, or the spirit guided me to talk about the magnetic energy field and getting ourselves back into alignment with our own orb. Always good to see you too. Thank you. I'm gonna flip this around, and I'm really focusing or concentrating or channeling about that energy field, and we'll see what comes up in each band, because they're showing me the wheels and they're showing me the field, and so we'll see what comes up, shall we? Flip camera. Okay. Okay. What is this? Okay. Awesome. Okay. So, over here on the polar paper, I don't know. Let's see. Get this centered on that. Yay! And I'm just going to... I need a little music. I'm just feeling it. Technically, I'm not supposed to have copyrighted music, so I'm just going to put it on a little low. Hope for the best. Come on. Aw, welcome you to Crackerbox Palace. Yay. That seems appropriate. Oh, and I got John Lennon with me here today. John's hanging out. All right. So, I'm going to be very, I already know that the lower chakra is red, and that what I've done to my orange. This one is orange, and this one is yellow. No, our love is true. And this one is green. And this one is blue. And this one is indigo. And this one is violet. I don't know why everybody's so up in arms about the rainbows. We're all rainbows, like it or not. All right. Lay that down right there. All right. And then with the magnetic energy field, where are we going to go with that? Okay. Woohoo. Spirals. Nice. Okay. So within that, get a little bit of color going on there. Go. Draw it out. Okay, now, so this is really the field. Okay, there we go. I'm like, what do you guys want to bring through? So, we talk about chakras a lot in the meditations, and you see the chakra charts going on, and those nice tidy little wheels in our field. But in actuality, those are little projectors. If you think about that, like it's sending out a little beacon of color. So like what I'm seeing here, I was seeing this in somebody's energy field. I would see that they are very connected to the ground. This is a very healthy ground chakra and a pretty healthy second chakra, but there's some chaos, there's some stuff going on in the power chakra. So as I'm doing these, I'm thinking about this in terms of the collective, and what I'm seeing here as a collective is like we're really strongly feeling that sense of territory. This is about that root chakra, about how connected we are to the earth. And you see all this red, that can indicate some anger, fear, frustration, that kind of energy. That's what sits in that first chakra, but also our connection to our tribe, a connection to the planet, to our bodies. So this is great that it's strong. It looks like it's flaring out because, here I am like standing my ground, standing in time and space right here, standing my ground. Now, this second chakra right here it's not closed off. It's looking pretty healthy, which is great. This is about relations. This is about tribe. This is the water chakra. This is where we birth our babies. And this one showing up like this, pretty contained, is nice. That's a good indication that things are healthy there and in relationship to where we're at. But this right here is a little concerning to me. This right here, this muddy looking, and I know I made this mess. I'll clean this shit up. This muddy area right here, that's our power center. And when we don't feel like we have any power, we're gonna act out. We're going to either shrink in, we're not going to want to express ourselves, we're going to hide out, or we're going to flare up and we're going to try and take power over others. And that's a very, warlike energy. So right here, the inner sun, wow. That orange just showed up. You see that? How that happened? So when you think about your chakras, thinking about this one, they're not just spiral wheels in nice tight formation. They are projecting color out into the field. This is what energetically we might see in an aura. Throat chakra, everybody's up in arms. This right here, they're showing me lots of blue. Not much third eye action right here. Let's get that. The ajna and the crown being like yanked right off the top of the page here. I did that. All right. So what I'm asking for here is to bring some of this crown violet spirit energy down in. I want to be able to bring spirit in. So one of the things that happens, this chakra, this chakra, this chakra, these guys are all connected to the earth. This is our connection directly with the planet, our first root chakra rooted into the earth magnetically. This is the connection with our tribe. This is connection with each other. And it's where we manifest. This is earth. This is water. This is fire. We're here in the heart. This is the place where these chakras, the crown chakra, the third eye chakra, and the throat chakra, you're more spiritual, the ideas come in. So this is ideas that have not manifested yet. This is where you start to see that idea in your mind's eye. This might be where you're dreaming, or you're coming in with a thought form, where you're making plans, and then bringing it down into the throat and speaking it into existence. This is all not using materials. This is using spirit. This is using thoughts. This is using electricity. This is using actual physical body. This, your heart chakra, is the merging between the two. So why your heart chakra is connected to your arms? Because we're bringing energy up from the earth, from the material realm. We're bringing energy down from the spiritual realm. We're meeting in the heart, and we reach out to each other. That's what the cross is all about, y'all. That's what it's all about. Hello, Melissa. Hello there. Welcome in. Got a few of you hanging out in the room. Thank you. So this little heart chakra action is merging all of that energy and sending it out. So it's getting information from above and below, and it's helping us share it. So one side, we're getting energy in. One side, we're getting, and, it's not just like one side or the other. Energy is going to flow the way it is. But traditionally, if you think about the way the blood flows in the body, then think about your arteries taking energy away from the heart, sending it out into the body, and then back around through the veins and back into the heart and the pulmonary arteries. So you got your aorta and your pulmonary arteries or veins, and circulating that energy. Same thing's happening with the chakras. It's sending out, it's coming back in. It's sending out and getting information from the environment around us, and it's coming back in and integrating that information. And what happens when we're disconnected from the heart? When we're thinking about everything from just an intellectual level, we're forgetting about the feeling. When we're thinking about it from just a material level, we're forgetting about the feeling. We are disconnecting from that feeling. This is where we need to check in. Oh, this is all just coming up. I don't know, I'm just telling you what they're telling me. So I'm going to get a little more going on out here. Like I said, I'm bringing in this violet energy down in. We're creating a really nice little auric field here, getting some of this thought forms down into the body, starting to bring that into manifestation. So, when they say, think about it, visualize it. That's what we're doing. We're visualizing in order to manifest, because, if we're not being pretty clear on what we're thinking about, we are just going to manifest a bunch of stuff. Whatever is going on around us, we've manifested it. With the collective, we've agreed to be a part of whatever is happening. So how do we handle that? How do we deal with that? How do we take responsibility for that? And how do we play our part in that? Well, we bring those ideas to the heart. Check in with it. Does this feel right? I think a lot of what's happening with people that are making decisions for us, people that we've chosen to make decisions for us on policies and things like that, aren't doing it from the heart. They're doing it from their pocketbooks. I don't like it. I don't like it. So I'm just kind of going along with whatever's feeling right. Got a little yellow splash over here. That's a little power action. Sure. Yep, lot of electricity. So yeah, collectively we are feeling a little fried. Fried. Kentucky Fried Chickens. Okay. Now, I'm just gonna give it a smear. A little shock with a smear. So this is where spirit shows up. You're near the end. Alright. How's it looking out there? Like a tornado? Looks like a tornado. Yeah, it's okay. It'll all come together, I promise. So this right here, they're showing me this second chakra being energized, and that makes sense. And coming up and sending energy up. This is a beacon. Okay. In the slower one, I am seeing two beings. Right here. They're semi-owl-like, but they're not owls. They're owlians. Ancestors, and then they're saying parents. We brought you here. You chose, your parents chose to be here. Like it or not, we came in to have an experience, certain experiences, and we're doing it. We're doing it. Okay. And I'm definitely seeing like a wing. Okay. All right. How's it looking out there, kids? Okay. So what are we bringing to Earth? What is your dream? What is your wish? How is it you are bringing your particular talents and visions to life? Who'd you want to be when you were little? That's what I'm hearing. Well, I wanted to be a marine biologist. How's that going? Fascinated by science, that's for sure. And now, the metaphysical. All right. So this being very tribal. That makes sense. In the first chakra, you're going to be dealing with tribal energies. And this one here. Oh. This is spirit animal. dog and merged with, they're showing me two-face, two-spirit, spirit animal, very connected. There we go. Hello, Blue Legs. Welcome in. Who we got in here? All right. Maybe a diamond ring. Oh, let's go here. A winged being. All right. All right. So what they're showing me here and what they're telling me here is about remembering your light, remembering the light, the incredible lightness of being. Like we've all, we're here experiencing this density, experiencing this, earthly existence, and it seems very real, but in actuality, like the amount of light in our bodies and in our existence is incredible. Like we are made of photons, we are made of electrons, we are made of all of that. So who's over here? I've got a little cloud of beings over here. You guys seeing that okay? You did too? Happy to be alive. This? Ooh, okay. I just saw turtle. Right there. Yeah, that makes sense. Turtle. And they're showing me the pattern on the shell, and they're showing me, the whole thing about us living on a turtle's back, like in Feng Shui and in, many indigenous cultures, and they're talking about that we are on the great cosmic turtle's back, and that's what's showing up here just above the heart chakra, which makes all the sense in the world, doesn't it? All right, so turtle is showing up and blessing us and flowing through the heart. You see that? These are all so different. It's so interesting to me how 1 week it'll be one energy and then the next it'll be so different. And this is definitely not what I was thinking. I don't go into this with an expectation. I just go in and see what shows up. So here we are. While my guitar gently weeps. So this is just very much like free musing. So here we are. This began as the chakras began as the toroid magnetic energy field. But what is going on in here now is an entire world, which is true. This is what goes on in our energy field, when you can actually see someone's field, there is so much information. So when they're showing me this as our collective, it's a reminder, if this is our collective, what's going on here? The reminder that we are all living on this turtle's back, on this, galactic being floating through the cosmos like the ocean. And then these beings over here watching over and with us, these are angelics or really ancestral, just kind of poking out of the cosmos over here. I like to call them the cosmic comedians because, man, if you're not laughing with the universe, trust me, it's better when you learn to laugh with them. Otherwise, it's pretty tough go around sometimes, right? Okay. So this, what is going on here? It's like a bullseye, like there's comet. Yep, comet energy. Okay. Yep, there's an idea that is building up, and they're showing me this is octopus right here. And I don't know if you can see that. Or like embryo, it's like more like a tadpole, and they're showing me like deep ancestral old memories, like when we were, all had a common ancestor, and we were, whatever your thoughts and beliefs are about evolution, when there were only one-celled organisms on this planet, or when there were only, these little tiny beings just coming out of their shells, and we weren't even here yet. They're like bringing us back to that. So this shows me, this is saying Big Bang right there. And we're getting closer to seeing that, just saying. Scientifically, they are figuring that out. It's so crazy. How do you see the Big Bang? There's people figuring that stuff out, and I can barely draw, like, whatever. All right, so here, how's that looking out there, y'all? Like chaos? Good. Is this the primordial soup? Yes. These guys and these guys definitely related. This needs more color. Here's what I heard. Enlighten up. Enlighten up. More heart. More heart. More energy. What else will we get out of this one? Let's see here. All right, I'm just going to deepen this a little bit here. How you guys doing out there? All right, this looks like a little... impact. I could see the city light. Wind was blowing, time stood still. Eagle flew out of the night. Something to observe. Ah, little streamer, cosmic information coming in. Showing me like the fractal energies of like what I'm seeing is like shells, like mollusk energy right here. Come on. Work with me. There we go. Turning water into wine. Yeah, remember our cosmic origins. Remember the state of being in between. Remember, this is a little flower. Remember when there was a simpler, less complexity, less density on this earth. Going back to a time where going back to a simpler time. Maybe it wasn't simpler. I mean, it wasn't that easy to be a single-celled organism, I'm sure. It was getting eaten by other things, by bigger things, and whatever's happening when you're just a little speck. And this we're just getting a little more cosmic up in here. Okay. Bringing that tortoise out. That Gaia Mama ocean energy. Maybe that's why you're here, Salty. Got my salty mama up in here. Ooh. So yeah, if we're riding on the back of a giant tortoise shell, how amazing. What an amazing thought. The cosmic tortoise. And we gotta take care of her. And we each have our part to play and play. All right. I think one of the things that's really important to recognize about this form of drawing is like it doesn't have to be deep. A lot of times this is just, like this is kind of like that neuro drawing where you just allow your pen to do whatever it's supposed to be doing. Allow your hand to go wherever it is, wherever it takes you. Because when we think too hard about stuff and we think, I want it to be a certain way, and we get that expectation of how that should look or whatever, then it really stops that creative flow. And I think a big part of what's wrong with A lot of things going on is that we have forgotten how to just play and just forget about our expectations, what that's supposed to be, like this started out as chakras, this started out as a toroid magnetic energy field, and clearly, you can see the tracings of the rainbow, and clearly, you can see the tracings of the rainbow and the tracings of the field, but where did this come from? What is going on here? Well, these are abstract thoughts. If this is up in the crown chakra in this drawing, in this painting, then it's just abstract. It doesn't have to be all deep and say, the magic words, but stuff pops out from that, just like that turtle showing up right there comes out of that. Just like whatever's happening right here, right now. I just kind of saw this wanting to come in. Giving it shape, giving it form. Giving it energy. What is the energy of that versus the energy of, say, this? And it just feels and looks different. Still all part of the same drawing. Still all part of the big picture. Ha! There it is. That's part of the message I'm hearing. All these little pieces of this, whatever's happening here, are still all a part of the big picture. And a reminder that each separate one of us is still a part of the big picture, and we're all just as integral and all just as necessary, even though not everybody wants us to feel that way. It's important that we feel that way, and not in a pompous way. I think you get that. Hey Dragoness, hey Sigma, what up, girl? But just we all being in here together, being on this turtle back together, all back together. I love these. This is interesting, the way these eyes are happening here. Like, this is clearly a specific energy of being. And they'll reveal who they are. I'm not quite certain. We'll find out. They will let me know. They always do. Oh, love that. Feathered, whatever's going on. This first I thought it was wings, but it looks like a feathered headdress on this side. Gotta love that. Fancy. It's a fancy being. That's what's up. Like, don't forget your fancy. Don't forget to have fun. Don't forget to be decorative. Be decorative. We humans, we're just here for decoration. Yeah, this totally is like, this being's familiar. This is not just, maybe it's a little bit of a dragon, but it's, yeah, that makes sense. Speaking of the dragonness, yeah. I get dog. I'm getting very strong dog energy right here. How you guys doing out there? Welcome. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the support. Thank you for being here and watching. Really appreciate it. Does my heart good. I'm not spending the whole night in my room all by myself, talking to myself like I do. I don't care. I will do that too. This definitely has portal, which makes sense. This was the second chakra, right? So when we started this drawing, second chakra is clearly a portal, bringing babies up and through there. You know, if you have the, yeah. So I'm just gonna leave that one open as a nice little portal energy coming out the top of these guys' heads, really. So thinking about that. This one would have been the second chakra, which is the power center. Same thing, I'm going to leave that. I think that's important to leave it as a portal, as we're calling in and not containing, but reining in, because when I first started this drawing, there was an awful lot of yellow and it was like really spilling out. And since I was asking about the collective, and we were talking about how, you know, how when we're out of balance with our power, how we're trying to overtake or, you know, take other people's energy, and it's not healthy. And so this is like reining that back in. They're telling me, like, look at the beautiful glow that we have when our body is centered, when our heart and our power centers are in alignment. And when, because I always see that too, like the heart chakra and the power chakra being like, you know, like a timing belt in your car or something, like infinity belt in your car, driving us, keeping that power, the power of the heart, allowing that energy in the power chakra to empower, not overpower. Ooh, ooh. And this right here, another orb. Right. Hi, Standing Bear. Welcome back. This is my, like I said, I call these guys my cosmic comedians up here. I'm seeing these beings lined up here. They're like, haha. These guys crack me up on the daily. So it's got a very strong wisdom keeper energy, like that energy of solitude and grace. And we did talk about that earlier about, going to the place of solitude and allowing ourselves to go to the place where it's quiet. I'm a rebel just for kicks now. This kind of reminds me of the inside of a whale's mouth, like a baleen whale, like a great blue whale. Makes sense if we've got tortoise right here and we got a little whale energy going on over here. That makes sense. And like I said, there's no wrong way to do this. There's no rhyme or reason to it. It's just free play. Free play creativity time. Can't do it wrong. Just do it. That's my message. Inspire you to just do it. Make it. Make the pretty things. Pretty saves the world. Right. See how sometimes like things just appear. Like I don't know what is happening in the pen or the color just suggests that it wants to go there, and then look how it's all coming together. Like I don't know, this was not in my brain when I started here. Maybe it was, I don't know, but this is about just staring at it like it's a cloud, just allowing the vision to appear, going where your mojo takes ya. Some like leaves or something over here. All right. So can feel other things, there's like so much information. But if we're looking at this like an auric field, like if you're thinking about like what happens when with our energy field and we're looking at somebody's aura, there's all this information going on in there. This is like what it looks like when I'm doing a healing or doing an energy session, and you're checking for information. You're checking to see like, why is this green heart chakra projecting way out here? Well, we're just like sending out that beam, that beacon, this little turtle energy happening here, sending out that beacon and that beam. And this is showing me some growing new life over here. This to me says ram's horn. So this would indicate like the ability that, I'm thinking of like, Rosh Hashanah, where they blow the ram's horn to welcome in spirit and to honor, and so that's what I'm seeing here. Also, the energy of blowing through that, the energy of is coming down from spirit. This is coming from the crown chakra. They're telling me, don't forget to take a break. I've been on for 90 minutes. Okay. This coming in from our crown chakra and connected to that voice of spirit. If that ram's horn is basically, the voice and the music and the vibration. So they're going to remind me to mix it up to honor it, to and they're showing me Om. They're singing Om right now. Pretty. Okay. All right, how y'all doing out there? I think we have got ourselves a drawing. Just gonna pop some of those in there. Continue that pattern throughout. All part of the game. Sometimes it's hard knowing when to quit, which is another part of the practice. Knowing when to quit. Just breaking up some of the negative spaces. Adding a little dynamo action, dynamic energy. Right. This right here. All right. I do not want to go with too much. You know what I mean? Stuff gets so busy. There we go. All right, how we doing? Still got folks with me? Oh, I see a couple of you still up there. Thanks, y'all. Right. All right. All right. All right. I'm just going to do a little more detailing on this. Some of these guys. Some of those beans. Get a little pink in here. You know, that heart chakra loves its pink. All right. Layer upon layer. I could go on for hours. Oops, that's not pink. That's orange. This, and this. That's orange. Oh yeah, like that. Fun times. Make it pop. Oh, ha ha ha. Little shroomies. I see you. All right. So much fun. So much fun to be had. Throwing out some shading. All right, what do you think, y'all? I think that's feeling about good. I think I'm just gonna call it, since these are just sketches and not necessarily I'm gonna get anything huge accomplished or finished. This is just letting spirit shine through, and what spirit told me tonight is play. Don't forget to play. Play. Don't forget the fun, the joy, the amusement of it all, the show, the the game. The game is afoot. Stay connected. Stay connected with the fun and the people who bring out the fun in you. Stay connected with spirit. Stay connected with your divinity. Allow yourself. Take liberty. Ooh. So many things. I could just go on and on. All right. Anybody still here? Give me a little wave. Hello, Belinda. Did you just get here? Are you still here? I know that a lot of times I'll check the analytics at the end of it, and they're like, average watch time, 0.2 seconds. Oh, great. Okay, well, I was engaging then. I know. I'm also guilty of popping in on lives and being like, okay, gotta go. Okay. Oh, I want to see this, but I gotta go. All right. All right. All right, we're going to call that good. Hello, Giga. Welcome in. All right. All right, we're going to call that good. Hello, Giga. Welcome in. That is today's masterpiece. That is, like I said, it started out as the chakras. So we've got the first chakra, second, the root chakra, the sacral chakra, the solar plexus chakra, the heart chakra, the throat chakra, the third eye, and the crown, all scrambling up in there. The energetic field and the torrid magnetic energy field, and then just what I saw within that. So that big turtle right there showed up right at the heart very, very soon in the beginning. And just a reminder that we are here on this great cosmic turtle's back. And many indigenous cultures say that, you know, we're riding through this big cosmic turtle in space. We've got the guides over here in the corner. These guys over here I call the cosmic comedians. This to me was a very, this is the ideas. This is a swirling of thoughts and ideas coming in from the crown into the third eye and into the visual. We got some comets, some things coming out of here. That also says octopus to me. I was getting a lot of energy around the deep sea creatures and the ancestral octopus, jellyfish, and those invertebrate creatures are very much about like the deep ancestral memory. This guy here, that's just, there's some portals going on here. So the third chakra being a big portal, the second chakra definitely being a big portal. This guy over here, whatever's going on here, a portal. This here is a being, this being has its spirit twin right here. So whether that's a dragon or a dog, I got like a dragony dog, they're coming in hot and they are very connected to the earth. A reminder of our tribe, of our being. I don't know what's going on over here. This looks like a little spirit being over here, a little fairy, the little leaf or something on top of the head. And then this over here on the right, very much leaf. This, oh, I know what this is. 3 leaves here, that is a kintu. So when we're working with the Peruvians and the Mayan, we use the kintu to blow our energy into and like our intention into. So you think about like what it is you want to hold. And it's usually 3 coca leaves or 3 bay leaves if you're not allowed to have the other. And so, yeah, there's a kintu there. So prayer bundle, energy field, prayer bundle. That's what I'm getting from this. Okay, I'm going to flip this around. Say bye goodbyes. Here we are. Here we are. Flowers. So thank you for joining me. Thank you for sticking around. I see Salty Skies is still in the house. And who else I had here? Rhea, hello, welcome. Thank you for being here. I'm sorry I didn't look sooner. I get into that zone. But these weekly 7 o'clock sessions have been very, very fun for me and very, very inspiring for me. And I'm just going to keep sharing them, keep sharing what comes through. If you have any questions about the drawings, or you want a personal one done for you, we can do spirit sessions and do one specifically for you. There's other things. I have a TikTok shop now, so I have my mandalas, my zodiac mandalas in my TikTok shop on some merch. Just getting that started, so feel free to visit. And yeah, that's enough PSA for today. I appreciate you being here, and thanks to everybody who hit the like button and tapped the screen and stuck around for a while. And I'm Mandala Fly. I'll keep doing what I do, and I'll keep looking out here for you, and I'll try to engage with you as much as I can, and vice versa. Thanks. Thank you. Namaste. See you later.